I have had the Oppo Find N2 for over a year now, and it is one of my favourite phones to use in my rotation. It reminds me of a smaller version of the OnePlus Open, and I have made at least 20 videos on the Oppo Find N2 covering all aspects of the device, including the Oppo Pen, which naturally you do have to purchase separately. And the other thing to note is that you can only use it on the internal display of the device. You do have edge panels, which they call Smart Sidebar, giving you easy access to your favourite apps, tools and files. The presentation is excellent because, besides the device, you also get a lot of other items in the box, starting with the box itself, which opens up like a jewellery box. And as the items are revealed, you feel like Oppo have put a lot of thought and effort into it to make you feel special. Plus it cushions the pain when you drop that kind of money on a phone. This first impression is certainly a lasting memory. If we take a look at the battery health of this device after 14 months of solid use, you can see that it is still standing at 100%. And I may add, this is with the original battery. The compact size means it will fit neatly into any pants, trousers, short pocket and ladies' handbags without weighing it down. Also, with the Oppo Find N3 having a taller aspect ratio, the Oppo Find N2's form factor may be a collector's item. With Oppo teaming up with Hasselblad, this device does take some really nice photos and videos. With some really useful features in the camera settings, such as dual screen view, movie mode, night mode, time lapse, text scanner, etc. And you can shoot video up to a maximum of 4K at 60 frames per second on the rear facing camera. With the front facing camera, you can shoot video up to a maximum of 1080p at 30 frames per second. There is no 8K recording on any of the cameras on the Oppo Find N2. 4K is just as good. I will show you some sample photos and videos a little later. For such a compact device, the keyboard on the outer display is a joy to use and is not cramped like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold series, and that also includes the Z Fold 6. If you're filming in intense heat like today, where it's 90 degrees, you can expect the camera to shut down after about 15 minutes of continuous filming. Like the OnePlus Open, the Oppo Find N2 in a recent update now has open canvas, meaning you can have 3 apps open at the same time, either 2 on the screen and 1 above or below, or 3 apps side by side. The Oppo Find N2 has one of the best creases on the market, beating the likes of Samsung and Google Pixel foldable devices. With this one, you run your finger over it, you can barely feel it. There is no official IP rating with the device, so do keep it out of the rain and away from water. The hardware is solid and durable, plus the fact it sits neatly in one hand, especially for someone with small hands, and you can operate the phone with one hand without having to put your hands through gymnastics. This device is so underrated because despite its compact size, you can have split screen apps on this outer display. As you can see there, you can swap sides and you can save them as a group. And if that's not enough, you can even change the aspect ratio. And if that's not enough, we can have the same split screen apps on the internal display where we can swap sides, save them as a group, and since a recent update, you can have top to bottom split now, which is excellent, perfect, especially if you're watching YouTube on either half of the screen. And this is exactly the same as you have on the OnePlus Open. It does come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen chipset, which is no slouch. And you also have Color OS, which is intuitive and easy to use. You also get regular software and security patch updates. One of the beauties of folding phones is that you can use the rear-facing cameras to take a selfie and get a better quality. However, if you're taking a selfie with this front-facing camera, one thing you should definitely note, and it's caught me out many times, is that right out of the box, the selfie will always be the wrong way round. So what you need to do is to go into your settings menu and change it, otherwise you will be disappointed. You can force apps to fit the full screen, which is excellent, meaning you will not have pillar boxes on either side of the screen, taking up valuable space. First and foremost, the device is a phone and the call quality is excellent no matter where I use the phone in the world. And I also get regular 4G and 5G connection. Did you know that we have hit 900 subscribers? With your help, let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, do consider giving the subscribe button below a gentle nudge. And it is free to do. And if you're not happy, I'll happily give you a full refund. The Google Play Store works fine, so you get all your apps, which work very well. And I have tried and tested Google Pay, and it works perfectly with the Oppo Find N2. You can unlock this device using the face or the fingerprint, which is super fast. The other thing you can do is unlock the device using the internal display camera, and again it is super quick. The level of customization is excellent because you can change the shape of icons, have app folders making for a clean and organized screen, unlike the Pixel Fold. You can also save apps as a pair. Again, you do not have this on the Pixel Fold. As promised, let's take a look at some sample photos and videos taken with the Oppo Find N2. And remember, none of them have been doctored pre or post production. You do have a private safe, which is very similar to Samsung Secure Folder, where you can store photos, videos, documents, etc. This device does have some really nice options you can play with. For example, in the always on display, okay, you've got some options there. You can even create an emoji of yourself, send that to people. Wallpapers, look at that. You can play around with some more. And you even have things such as edge lighting here, which is pretty cool. What I'm going to do now is show you some cool little tips and tricks that you can also do on this device. To open your camera when the device is switched off, press down firmly and draw a circle. And to access the flashlight, do V, and then to switch it off, it's the V again. To access the voice recorder, just do a W. For the calculator, just do an upward V. For some of those tips and tricks, you will need to turn on the face unlock feature, and I've covered these in a separate video on my channel. If you want to take a screenshot, with 3 fingers, just swipe down like so, and from there you can share it. The other thing you can do as well is use the pen to take a screenshot. So to do that, it's really simple. All you do is just here and just double tap. Look at that. There is no wireless charging, but with the 67-watt charger, you will be up and running in no time. This device does take 2 nano SIMs, meaning you can use one SIM for work and the other one for personal, or one for personal and the other one for travel, which is really handy. And just for the record, it does not take eSIM. With this device not having the global ROM, meaning you will have Chinese characters, writing and apps on this device, and some of them you cannot delete. However, that should not deter you from purchasing this device, because you get your Google Play Store, the Google Feed, perfect, and you also have Google Maps, which always works perfectly.
And what I've also done is remove the original search bar and replaced it with the Google search bar, and it works perfectly. This device does have two speakers which are both placed at the bottom, meaning you have stereo speakers. Along with that, you have Dolby Atmos, and further to that, you also have 4 further options when it comes to sound.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. My name is Sholo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Peace.